And he has a $400 million net worth, so that is like, it's a very, very small percentage ratio of his world. He's not broke from doing it.
$1,700. That is what the U.S. government just handed your household, not in stimulus, in tariffs. $1,000 in 2025, another $700 in 2026. The Tax Foundation calls it the highest effective tariff rate in America since 1947. Goldman Sachs says 70% of those costs pass straight through to you. Core inflation is still running at 3%. Mortgage rates are stuck near 7%. New car prices have crossed $48,000. The average credit card now charges 22% interest. Your margin for error is gone. But Dave Ramsey, the man who built a $300 million empire without a single credit card, has a list. 26 specific things he says you must stop buying right now, not next month. Not when prices come down. Right now. If you cut all 26, the average household frees up about $2,500 a month, $30,000 a year. Invested at the historical 8% S&P average over 30 years, that becomes $3.7 million. Not Ramsey's optimistic 12% assumption. 8%, the real number. So let me walk you through every single one, quickly, item by item, with Ramsey's exact words and the real cost in 2026. Number 1. Whole life insurance. Ramsey's verbatim words, quote, "One of the worst financial products available," end quote. The cost in 2026 is roughly $3,500 a year, more than equivalent term coverage. Buy 15 to 20-year level term at 10 to 12 times your income. Invest the difference. Number 2. Credit cards, even if you pay them off monthly. Ramsey's verbatim words, quote, "Debt is not a math problem, it is a behavior problem," end quote. With APRs at 22%, the average revolving balance now costs you $1,760 a year in pure interest. Cut them up. Use a debit card. Number 3. Personal loans, unsecured consumer debt. The average annual drain is $1,440. Ramsey's framework calls these the financing of a lifestyle out of alignment with income. The replacement is a sinking fund. You save first, then buy. Number 4. Buy now, pay later. Affirm, Klarna, Afterpay. Ramsey's verbatim words, quote, "A scam and keeps you broke," end quote. 44% of users miss a payment. Late fees can hit 25% of the balance. The average drain, $650 a year. Number 5. New cars financed. Ramsey's verbatim words, quote, "Never finance them because they go down in value and you get stuck in them," end quote. With Section 232 tariffs adding 25% to autos, average new car prices now exceed $48,000. Drive off the lot, lose $9,600 in 12 months. Buy a 3 to 5-year-old used car with cash. Number 6. Car leases. Ramsey's verbatim words, quote, "The most expensive way to drive a car," end quote. Average monthly lease is now $725, $8,700 a year. Lease for a decade, you spend $87,000 and own zero equity. Number 7. Extended warranties. Ramsey's verbatim words, quote, "A really horrible set of mathematics," end quote. The average warranty costs $1,500. The average covered repair costs $180. Self-insure with your emergency fund. Number 8. Premium gasoline when your car does not require it. The spread now costs the average commuter $350 a year. Pure waste. Use 87 octane unless your manual specifically requires premium. Number 9. A house where the mortgage exceeds 25% of your take-home pay. Ramsey's verbatim words, quote, "Your house payment is 50% of your take-home. You were already in the stupid zone the day you moved in," end quote. The average poor household burns an extra $26,000 a year. Over 10 years, that is $260,000 locked out of retirement. And in high cost of living cities, Ramsey offers zero compromise. His verbatim words, quote, "Math still works in every city and state. You do not get a pass on math just because you live in Washington, D.C., end quote. Number 10. Adjustable rate mortgages. Ramsey's verbatim words, quote, "Playing with fire," end quote. With the Fed holding rates restrictive, ARM resets are crushing households by thousands of dollars per year. Refinance to a 15-year fixed. Number 11. Home equity lines of credit used for non-emergency spending. Ramsey's verbatim words, quote, "A good chance for you to lose your home," end quote. The average HELOC balance now drains $1,800 a year in interest, and it is secured by your front door. Number 12. House poor renovations financed with debt. Imported kitchen cabinets now carry a 50% Section 232 tariff. Furniture, 20 to 30%. Financing a renovation today means paying inflated tariff prices on top of compounded interest. Postpone or cash flow it in phases. Number 13. The streaming and app stack. The average American thinks they spend $86 a month on subscriptions. The actual number is $219. That gap is $1,600 a year evaporating into platforms you forgot you signed up for. Audit, cancel, rotate one service per month. Number 14. Premium gym memberships you barely use. The average wellness stack is now $91 a month, $1,100 a year. Until you hit baby step 3, use a $10 a month gym or workout at home. Number 15. Designer and luxury brands purchased on credit. Ramsey's verbatim words, quote, "The human spirit was not created to attain peace by gathering more stuff," end quote. Imported apparel now carries a 21% tariff inflation premium on top of credit card interest. Stop buying status while you are still in debt. Number 16. Restaurant dining as a regular budget line. Food away from home is up 39.3% since 2019. The average household now spends $4,452 a year eating out. Cut it by 75% and you reclaim $16,000 over 5 years. Number 17. Premium grocery delivery. Ramsey's verbatim words, quote, "It blows my mind how much extra people pay between fees and tips just to have a meal delivered," end quote. The average household pays $780 a year just in delivery markups. Use curbside pickup, free. Number 18. Brand name groceries when generic exists. Generic store brands cost between 5 and 72% less. FDA regulations require identical active ingredients in over-the-counter medications. The premium is pure marketing. Average savings, $520 a year. Number 19. Bottled water in regions with safe tap water. The average household spends $225 a year. Install a faucet filter and use a reusable bottle. Number 20. Boats, RVs, and recreational vehicles purchased on credit. Ramsey's verbatim words, quote, "Do not let debt trap you in something that is losing value every day," end quote. Financing depreciating toys destroys net worth at $2,100 a year. Rent for the trip you actually plan to take. Number 21. Timeshares. Ramsey's verbatim words, quote, "A big expensive headache," end quote. Annual maintenance fees run $1,000 to $2,500. Whether you use the property or not, the asset has zero resale liquidity. Number 22. Cash out refinances for vacations or weddings. Ramsey's verbatim words, quote, "Turning your home appreciation into debt," end quote. At today's rates, extracting $50,000 adds $3,600 a year in interest. You are collateralizing your house for a party. Number 23. Funding college through Parent Plus loans or HELOCs. Ramsey's verbatim words, quote, "Stupidity on steroids," end quote. The average Parent Plus interest burden is $2,200 a year. Make the kid attend in state, apply for scholarships, work part-time, and use a 529 plan. Number 24. Insufficient term life insurance. The cost of failure is millions in lost future earnings for your surviving family. The cost of correction is roughly $500 a year for a proper 20-year level term policy. If you have dependents, you owe this to them. Number 25. Low deductible health insurance plans. Ramsey advises high deductible plans paired with a health savings account. The premium excess on low deductible plans averages $380 a year. With pharmaceutical tariffs at 100% kicking in July 31st, 2026, healthcare cost optimization is mandatory. Number 26. Overpriced ID theft protection. Ramsey's verbatim objection, quote, "Expensive monitoring services that only notify you of potential theft after something suspicious shows up on your credit report," end quote. The premium excess is $120 a year. Use restoration-based services instead. That is the list. 26 items. Roughly $30,000 a year if you cut all of them. Now let me address the criticism, because Ramsey has critics and they make some fair points. Mainstream financial planners like Michael Kitches and Rick Edelman call Ramsey's 12% return assumption dangerously optimistic. They are correct. Standard planning uses 7 to 8% nominal returns. Use 8% in your own projections. The math still works. 3.7 million over 30 years instead of 8.7. The Boglehead and FIRE communities argue you can use credit cards responsibly for points and cashback. That is mathematically true if you genuinely pay every balance in full every month, but the data shows consumers spend more when swiping plastic. The behavioral risk often eclipses the rewards. Ramsey's debt snowball method, paying smallest balance first, has been criticized for years, but a 2012 Northwestern University Kellogg School study confirmed it. The verbatim conclusion, quote, "Closing debt accounts, independent of the dollar balances of the closed accounts, predicted successful debt elimination," end quote. The psychology beats the math. Ramsey was right. So here's your 3-step protocol. Step 1. Pull up your last 3 months of bank statements. Identify which of these 26 items currently shows up in your spending. Be honest. Step 2. Cancel, sell, or refinance the top 5 biggest leaks. Housing overspend, leases, finance cars, credit card balances, and dining out together represent over $50,000 a year for the average household. The top 5 alone change your life. Step 3. Run a zero-based budget. Every dollar gets a name before the month begins. Use the Every Dollar app or a spreadsheet. The friction of assigning every dollar is the entire point. Cut the 26. Run the math. Watch what happens to your net worth over the next 24 months. I am not a financial advisor. None of this is personalized financial advice. Do your own research and consult a licensed professional before making any major financial decision. Numbers cited reflect public data as of early May 2026.